Across centuries, few names echo like Nostradamus, a physician, astrologer, and the enigmatic author of Les Prophéties. His cryptic quatrains, written in 1555, have fascinated generations, not for their clarity, but for their riddles and mysteries. Nostradamus' verses speak of fires, tyrants, and falling stars, images that seem to mirror our deepest fears and hopes. Did he truly foresee the future, or did he simply understand the cycles of human conflict and upheaval? His legacy endures because his words provoke questions, not answers. From the Great Fire of London to the rise of world leaders, people have scoured his writings for meaning, fueling endless debate. As we approach 2025, Nostradamus' name resurfaces, inviting us to search for guidance in his timeless whispers. The journey into his world is a journey into our own curiosity and longing to glimpse what lies ahead. Why do we still turn to Nostradamus in an age of science? Because we crave meaning and patterns in chaos. His ambiguous quatrains are poetic puzzles, allowing each generation to find their own fears and hopes reflected within. A great bird of steel could mean anything from airplanes to war. His vagueness keeps his prophecies alive and relevant. Nostradamus taps into our desire to connect with something larger, to believe the future can be glimpsed, if only in riddles. Especially in uncertain times, his words offer comfort, a sense of order, and a creative challenge to interpret. Interpreting Nostradamus transforms us from passive observers to active participants in history's unfolding narrative. Whether or not we believe in his prophetic powers, his verses prompt us to reflect on destiny, change, and our own role in shaping tomorrow. The allure is less about answers and more about the questions his words inspire. As 2025 approaches, Nostradamus' interpreters see a world at a crossroads. Some predict a long, exhausting war, perhaps Ukraine, finally reaching a turning point, with France and Turkey as possible mediators. England faces cruel wars and the spectre of an ancient plague, which could mean renewed royal turmoil or even a literal disease resurgence. The cosmos looms large. A fireball rising hints at an asteroid threat, a near miss that could unite humanity in awe and fear. The Amazon, garden of the world, is foreseen to suffer catastrophic flooding or environmental disaster, echoing real-world climate anxieties. And a new aquatic empire may rise, perhaps a metaphor for sea level change or the growing power of nations tied to the oceans. These prophecies, whether literal or symbolic, reflect our anxieties about war, nature, and the unknown. Nostradamus' visions remain open to interpretation, fueling debate and imagination as we face the future. Looking back at 2024, Nostradamus' prophecies were as ambiguous as ever. Predictions of a Pacific naval war, a British royal crisis, and a Vatican upheaval all stirred speculation, but none unfolded as dramatically as some feared. Climate catastrophe was foretold, and while extreme weather struck, the world saw no single apocalyptic event. The much-feared war with China did not erupt, but a devastating earthquake in Japan eerily matched some interpretations. These mixed results reveal the true nature of prophecy, vague enough to fit many outcomes, yet compelling enough to spark debate. Nostradamus' words are a mirror for our hopes and fears, not a roadmap. The future, as his legacy reminds us, is shaped as much by our actions as by any prediction. Prophecy endures because it invites us to question, imagine, and prepare for what might come. Nostradamus' words endure because they speak to timeless human anxieties: war, plague, disaster, and the unknown. His prophecies are less about foretelling fate and more about provoking thought and reflection. They remind us that history moves in cycles and that we are part of a larger, unwritten story. In a world of rapid change, his warnings about upheaval feel more relevant than ever, urging humility and awareness. The debate over his true abilities may never be settled, but that's not the point. His verses spark conversation about destiny, free will, and the power of human choice. As we face 2025 and beyond, Nostradamus' quatrains will continue to inspire, caution, and challenge us. The future remains unwritten, a dynamic interplay of patterns, choices, and the enduring mystery of what lies ahead.